Hi, my friend. I'm Wendy, and welcome back to the Heal and Grow podcast. Today, I don't want to give you advice. I just want to ask you something simple. Are your daily actions leading you to the future you want? Is it helping you reach your dreams? Think about your day, the way you wake up, the small things you do again and again. If you do the same things every day, where will you be in 1 year? In 3 years? Or 5 years? I want to share something personal. There was a time in my life when I felt very stuck. Every night I told myself, tomorrow I will wake up early. Tomorrow I will start fresh. But the next morning, I pressed snooze again. I stayed in bed, scrolling on my phone. Then I felt guilty. Then I told myself I would try again tomorrow. And this loop repeated for weeks, then months. For a long time, my life was okay. Nothing was wrong, but nothing was moving forward either. Slowly, I started to lose trust in myself. That was the hardest part. It wasn't about the habits. It was the feeling that I could never change. Most people think change comes from big motivation. They wait for a perfect day when they feel strong and ready. But I don't believe that anymore. I believe something different. Real change doesn't start with big feelings. It starts with very small actions. You do them again and again. You do them even when you are tired or when it feels boring. Your life is not built by one big decision. It is built by what you do every single day. Small habits may seem unimportant, but over time, they grow and connect. This is the compound effect. Small things done daily will change your life in a big way. In today's episode, we will explore this together. We won't talk about changing everything at once. Instead, we will look at how small habits are quietly shaping your future right now. Maybe after today, you will see your daily life in a new way. Small choices work like compound interest. In finance, a small amount grows over time when you keep adding to it. Your daily choices work the same way. If you read for 15 minutes a day, after 1 year you have more than 90 hours of learning. If you spend 15 minutes scrolling without thinking, you also spend about 90 hours, but you get very little back. The time is the same, but the result is very different. The same idea applies to your thoughts and your skills. If you spend a few minutes each day thinking in a positive way, you slowly train your mind to feel calmer and more hopeful. Over time, you become more confident and it becomes easier to handle problems. But if you spend that time thinking negative thoughts again and again, you may start to feel stressed, tired, and stuck, even when nothing big is wrong. Your mind learns what you repeat. The same is true for skills. If you spend 15 minutes a day learning something new, like a language, writing, or any skill, you slowly improve. After a few months, you can see real progress. After 1 year, you are clearly better than before. But if you don't use that time to learn, your skill stays the same. So the difference is not talent or luck. It is how you use your small moments every day. Over time, these small moments grow, connect, and become your results. This is why the gap between people is not from one big jump. It comes from what they do with their 24 hours day after day. We often believe big change needs big effort, but in reality, it comes from small choices you make every day. One choice feels small, but when you repeat it again and again, it becomes powerful. Think about this. When you wake up early to exercise, even when you feel tired, you are not only burning calories, you are voting for the identity of a disciplined person. And when you repeat this vote many times, something important happens. You stop fighting so hard to make the right choice, because it becomes who you are. One good choice in the morning often leads to more good choices during the day. If you start your day by making your bed or drinking a glass of water, you create a small win. This small win gives you a good feeling and helps your brain release dopamine, a chemical that supports motivation. Because of that, it becomes easier to eat a healthy meal, focus on your work, and stay on track. So daily choices matter for 3 simple reasons. First, they build your habits. Small choices today become your habits tomorrow, and your habits will build your future. Second, they shape how you see yourself. Every time you make a choice, you are telling yourself what kind of person you are. And third, they are under your control. Even when the world changes around you, you can always control your own actions. So don't wait for a perfect moment to change your life. Start with one small choice today. It can be very simple, but you must do it on purpose. Then repeat it tomorrow and the next day. Over time, these small actions will quietly shape your future. One day, you will look back and realize your life changed, not because of one big moment, but because of what you chose to do every single day. And now, you may be thinking, if small choices are so important, how can we actually make better ones every day? Because knowing is one thing, but doing is another. Sometimes you feel tired, sometimes you don't feel motivated, and sometimes you just want to choose what feels easy. So let's make it simple. There is one idea that can really help you start, and it is called the 2-minute rule. When you begin a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. If you want to read more, start with 1 page. If you want to exercise, start with 5 push-ups. If you want to meditate, just sit quietly for 1 minute. This works because the hardest part is not the habit, it is the beginning. When something feels easy, your mind has no reason to say no. You remove the pressure, and you make it simple to start. And when you start, something interesting happens. It becomes easier to continue. I remember a time when I felt very unmotivated to work. I had many things to do, but I kept delaying. One day I told myself, just sit at the desk for 2 minutes. You don't need to finish anything. So I sat down and opened my laptop. After 2 minutes, I thought, maybe I can do a little more. Then 2 minutes became 5. 5 became 10. And before I knew it, I was working for almost an hour. That day felt completely different. Not because I forced myself, but because I made it easy to start. I also remember a runner I once spoke to. He had won many races, but his daily habit was very simple. Every morning, he placed his running shoes next to his bed. Even when he was still sleepy, he would put on his shoes right away. No thinking, no excuses. And he made a small promise to himself. I will just go outside and run for 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. But almost every time once he started, he kept going. And because of this simple rule, he was able to run consistently for many years. This is how small habits grow. You don't need to do a lot. You just need to show up. When you repeat this simple start every day, it becomes a habit. And once it becomes a habit, it feels natural. Like something you just do. So don't focus on big results right now. Focus on starting small. Ask yourself, what is one habit you can do in 2 minutes today? Then tell yourself, I can do this. And just begin. And now, there is one more thing that helps you stay consistent. Especially on days when you feel tired. Because we all have days with low energy. On those days, the goal is not to do a lot. The goal is to make it easy to continue. One simple way to do this is to reduce friction. This means you make your habit easier before you even start. For example, if you want to exercise in the morning, put your workout clothes and shoes next to your bed the night before. If you want to drink more water, place a bottle on your desk or next to your bed so you see it right away. If you want to eat healthy, cut fruits and keep them in the fridge where they are easy to grab. If you want to read, leave a book on your pillow so you will see it before you sleep. If you want to write, open your document and write one simple sentence before you close your laptop. If you want to spend less time on your phone, put your phone in another room or turn off notifications for a few hours. When you prepare like this, you don't need strong motivation. You just follow the path you already created for yourself. To be honest, at first I did not really believe this idea. It felt too simple to work. I used to think I needed more discipline, more effort, more motivation. But when I tried it, even in a very small way, I started to see the difference. On days when I felt tired, I still showed up because it was easy. I didn't need to think too much. And slowly I began to trust the process. I saw that change does not come from forcing yourself, but from making things easier for yourself. And that was the moment I felt fully convinced. And on low energy days, remember this: it is okay to do less, but don't do nothing. If you can't run 5 kilometers, just walk for 5 minutes. If you can't study for 1 hour, just review 1 page. If you can't clean the whole room, just clean one small area. The goal is to keep the habit alive. Because when you stop completely, it becomes much harder to start again. But when you keep going, even in a small way, you are still moving forward. As James Clear said in Atomic Habits, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. This means your success does not come from what you want, but from what you repeat and how easy you make it to repeat. So make it easier for your future self. Think about tomorrow. What is one small thing you can prepare today to make your next step easier? And now, as we come to the end of today's talk, I hope you can take one simple idea with you. You don't need to change everything at once. You just need to start small, make it easy, and keep going. Some days will feel light, some days will feel heavy, and that is completely okay. What matters is that you don't stop. Even a small step still moves you forward. I hope you can be a little more gentle with yourself, a little more patient, and trust that your small daily choices are quietly building something meaningful. Wherever you are right now, you are not behind. You are just in your own process. So take a deep breath, choose one small action for today, and begin. I'm really glad you are here, and I wish you a calm mind, a strong heart, and the courage to keep going, one small step at a time.